Bitcoin has been on a tear recently. It exceeded $8,000 per Bitcoin, but there is a lot of credible speculation that Bitcoin is being driven by organized crime or by other actors that have a vested interest in pushing the number high. Bitcoin is separate from the blockchain. How do we get companies to trust the blockchain when there's so much FUD around Bitcoin?
So it's impossible. Speaking Bitcoin specifically, it's sort of impossible to control how people are going to use their money for anything. Even the banking industry, they have ATMs on the corner getting accessed at 2 a.m. at night. What's the logical reason for that being accessed? I think it's impossible to control how people are going to be using their money when it comes down to it. So the Bitcoin does get some negative speculation on that. If you look at it, though, from an institutional perspective, over the past year, over 200 funds were raised specifically to invest in Bitcoin and blockchain. With that recent price tear in Bitcoin that you're talking about, it's been with very limited institutional backing so far. So I really think the next wave that's coming in Bitcoin specifically is going to be more institutional inflows with all this money that was raised to invest in it. And then you also have the Chicago Mercantile Exchange launching the first futures product, they say by the end of the year. That will open the doors for more institutions. I think ETFs will follow on the heels of that, which again, just allows more and more institutional interest to come into the space where right now they're sort of limited. If you're separating Bitcoin from blockchain, there are a ton of companies doing great things, developing blockchain technologies for other use cases not tied to Bitcoin. Right now, the Bitcoin is just the largest, most recognizable, but there are some specifically trying to use that technology for the banking industry. For example, work with the banks rather than against the banks. Develop a system, a trusted system where as the banks sign up and become members of this particular blockchain, now they're all part of this trusted network and sort of use some of the assets of the blockchain technology, while being separate from Bitcoin.